Hello, today we are going to solve one problem based on random variables. So let's see what is in this problem. We are given xi's for I greater than equals to 1, a sequence of IIT random variables with expectation of xi is equals to 0 and variance of xi is equals to 1. Now we need to find among these four given options which of these options are correct. So from these two given thing, we can evaluate expectation of xi squared also, which is 1. Okay, so let's start with the first option. Here we have 1 by n sum over xi squared. Now we have to find whether it converges in probability to 0. So to find this, we need to find expectation of this statistic and variance of this statistic, where the expectation must be 0 and the variance must tends to uh, 0 as n tends to infinity. So let's check whether the expectation and variance results in 0 or not. Now expected value of 1 by n sum over xi squared is 1 by n sum over expectation of xi squared. So we get n into 1 by n, which results in 1. And variance of 1 by n sum over xi squared is nothing but variance of xi squared divided by n, which results in which tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. But as the expected value is not 0, therefore we can say that this option is wrong. Hence this statistic doesn't converge to 0. Okay, now let's evaluate the variance of 1 by n to the power half sum over xi. So we get 1 by n into n variance of xi, and this is nothing but variance of xi, which doesn't tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. So it has a finite value. Now let's check the variance of n to the power 3 by 4 sum over xi, and this results in 1 by n to the power 3 by 2 n into variance of xi. So we get variance of xi divided by n to the power half. Now this tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. Okay, so as we have 1 by n to the power 3 by 4 sum over xi in the second option, we can say that uh, let's find expected value of 1 by n to the power 3 by 4 sum over xi. So here we get sum over expectation of xi divided by n to the power 3 by 4. Now expectation of xi is 0, so this results in 0. Hence from these two thing, that is expectation and the variance of this given statistic is 0, therefore we can say that the option 2 is correct. Now option 3 cannot be correct because the variance doesn't tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, therefore option 3 is not correct. Now the option 4, which is just a variant of option 1, where in option 1 we have that the statistic 1 by n sum over x square xi square converges to 0 in probability, and that is not true. And we also find that 1 by n sum over xi square, this statistic converges to 1 in probability. So option 4 is the right answer. So only 2 and 4 is right. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much.